Alright boys, welcome to this video. So I've got my girlfriend recording me right now. Pretty much I'm going to be talking about a common producing problem that a lot of people experience. A lot of producers work other jobs and they're not sure if producing is going to work, blah blah blah, so they end up getting a plan B. But I'm going to prove to you guys why this is the worst possible thing you can do, especially if you're trying to make a living off of producing. So the only reason anyone could possibly have a plan B is because they don't truly believe that the plan A is going to work. Because if you knew that your plan A is going to work, then there's no reason for you to have a plan B. Let's say that you were dating a girl and you knew she was the one for you, literally perfect for you. It makes zero sense for you guys to maybe have a small argument and then you're like, oh fuck this, and you go to the backup girl maybe for a night or something. It would make zero sense for you to also have a backup girl. You're not just gonna call it quits and go to this other girl. It's the same thing with making music and having a plan A, having a plan B. If you know that the music is for you, even if times get a bit tough, you don't just revert back to your plan B, you just keep sticking to plan A. And the reason why this came up was because I was on a call yesterday with Baragini. I'll put his Instagram here. You guys would have seen some of his videos. He was talking to me about how he goes to college, how his parents really want him to do that. And I was like, bro, why the fuck do you go to college when you're already making all this money off music? He's like, oh, well, you know, my parents put pressure on me to do it. They don't trust that the music is going to work. They're probably like, how the fuck can you make all this money from the internet? His parents grew up without technology, so they don't really understand how these things work. Bro, you could spend that time on producing and making way more money. The point remains that having a plan B is just mostly bullshit. It's sort of just a waste of time. If you really want to be a producer, you are going to do the work necessary so that a plan B isn't even a fucking option. When I was 18, when I finished school, my parents were on my ass. They were like, you have to get a job, blah, 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 this music producing thing, we're not sure. And I was like, just give me 1 year and just watch. And in that 1 year, I ended up on a platinum album. My career did quite well for that exact year, and then they sort of got off my ass. But that was the whole point. Like, I didn't have a plan B. I wasn't sitting here thinking 6 months in, oh, maybe I should just go to university. I was like, fuck that. Like, it's not an option. You just go hard. And the whole point that I keep saying, which is you don't really believe in yourself, can come down to the root problem of you're just not working hard enough. Because if you were really working hard enough on your plan A, you wouldn't have any doubts in the first place, and then you wouldn't have that plan B in the first place. If you were genuinely working while other people were sleeping, working on the weekends, working whilst other people were partying, doing 12 to 14-hour days, you'd have zero doubts. Why would you have any doubts if you're doing 3-4 times the amount of work as your other competitors in a day? It's impossible. So it just goes to show that the root problem of you not believing in yourself and you not thinking you can achieve things is because you just don't work hard enough and you don't put enough input into what you're doing. You're focusing too much on the output. You're like, oh, I only got 4 sales this month. I only did this. You're focusing too much on the output. You need to focus on what you're putting in. You need to focus on the hours you're putting in. If you're genuinely not on fucking Netflix for 6 hours of the day or playing video games for most of your day, if the hours you're putting in are genuinely good, then you're going to have complete confidence that your plan A is going to work, obviously. So guys, pretty much to sum this up, you have a plan B probably just because you're lazy. That's literally the only way I can really describe it. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I talk about a lot of other stuff like this in my broadcast channel as well, so that's in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video.